rock is pretty much covered. There was about 1/2 that size down below. Somebody's been wandering around here. I've looked around for other ones in this area. At certain times of the day you can see it a lot better than others, but black and white photographs are really wonderful with that, or were, you know. Now the photography is so much better. Say something, Marilyn. Deer tracks. Now, have you studied enough about this to see what, if anybody knows what some of these markings are?
No, I've got no idea. It would be very interesting to know.
Well, I know some of them are telling the history of the people that were here. And I know that some of them are maps, and that some of them are prayers.
Well, the prayers totally make sense.
And I think we're going to go up there, and we're going to see this one with a duck upside down on it.
This is in the shadow, isn't it?
Yes. And I think that maybe that was a guy named Duck that died there.
Oh.
And
There's a deer pin along here.
oh, they're all over Maryland. There's a lot of deer in here.
I see the tracks.
Yeah. There's deer tracks all over. This looks like a deer highway.
See right here?
Yes. There are a lot of deer tracks.
And
Now
but
that,
I see things that I could.
this is Trail Canyon Creek. Trail Creek. And the fall colors are here.
Boy.
Yeah, that's pretty spectacular.
Yes. Wait till you get up to the pond.
I've got a feeling this is a different pond than the one I was at.
There's another one way over.
I saw deer tracks back there where we were.
Oh, they're all over Maryland. They're just everywhere. Deer tracks are just everywhere.
Yeah, I've got deer in Goldfield. As a matter of fact, I've got bamboo up around my whole fence because I'm trying to keep the deer out.
Yes.
They come in and eat my plants.
Jim Daniels' cattle used to go over there and eat everybody's plants a long time ago.
Yeah.
Old Jim Daniels. Oh, he was a good cowboy.
I don't know if you are interested or not, but they have some beautiful wildflowers at different times up here.
Up here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love wildflowers.
There's wild onions up here, wild currants.
I'll tell you what, up at the trailhead the first time we went, they had, if you like wildflowers like I do, they had blue iris, wild blue iris in the meadow.
Wow.
Talk about pretty.
Remind me to take my antenna down, Maryland. I gotta stop up here pretty soon.
Okay.
Bob Bender's cattle have been up here, see that?
Well, we saw them the last time.
Yeah. We're gonna cross this creek right down here.
Well, they have wild roses too.
Oh, there's Rose Canyon here. We'll go through Rose Canyon.
But right now there's rose hips, and when we were up here the last time, I got some, and it makes great tea. The rose hip tea.
Like taking vitamin C pills.
Did you say tea?
Tea, yeah.
Oh, I drink tea.
Yeah, rose hip tea is fantastic.
Yeah, I love tea.
Well, yeah, they got wild tea up here, Indian tea.
Really?
We're going to see it in just a minute, I think.
That
There it is right there. That's the Indian tea right up there.
right up there, that kind of long, stringy looking stuff.
That's it right there to the right.
Here?
Yeah, that's Indian tea.
I've seen that before.
That's tea.
So do you just submerge it in it?
Yeah, you just throw it in a pot and boil it. Or you can put it in a coffee maker like thing. Is what I used to do. And I'd mix that Indian tea like that with rose hips.
Well, usually
And,
with the Indian tea, you cut it in little short pieces and dry it. And then after it dries, a lot of the leaves have come off, Jim, haven't they?
Yes. Oh, it's the winter time here almost.
Yeah.
This is heavy fall right here.
There's those rose hips.
Yeah, this is Rose Canyon. We're going through Rose Canyon right now.
Is this the one you told me that we should use a four-wheel drive? Is this the bad one?
No,
It's not.
this isn't bad. I could come up here in two-wheel drive all the way so far,
But you don't know after
but
these
you know how
rains-
bad the roads washed out.
Yeah, the rains come and you don't.
I'm in four-wheel drive. If you wanted to come up here in four-wheel drive, it would be good because you're liable to have a flash flood come in behind you or anything. You never know what's going to happen here.
No,
I was up here on Father's Day in 1958 and a blizzard hit us. And it ran us off the mountain. But we were at 9,500 feet, I think.
See, you can see where the water's crossed over the roads.
It's liable to cloud up and rain when there's not a cloud in the sky.
yeah,
all
it
of
does
a
that a
sudden-
lot here in Nevada.
Yeah. That road here to the right is to the B&B mine. And that's where they did that movie, Hombre. And we went through Rose Canyon. Now that road here to the right goes to the B&B mine. That road's in bad shape now.
Well, there was deep gullies there.
Oh, it's got to be washed out almost totally now from the last 2-inch rains. I could have come up here all the way in two-wheel drive, easy. But you never know what's going to happen. Now, when you go on over the top up here and drive over to Queen Saddle, that's four-wheel drive. Going up Wyman Canyon is four-wheel drive. I like to
Okay,
Take a
stop
bit.
for me, please.
yes.
Back up. Do you have any idea why there would be a signpost right there?
Oh, up there.
Right there.
Yeah. That's well, I don't remember. That could have been one of the Forest Service signs or campground signs that they shot off. See, like this one here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Over in Goldfield, there are areas that have those.
Yeah, it's
And I fully realize Goldfield, once upon a time, was the biggest town in Nevada.
yes,
I
it
get
was.
that.
Yes.
But I can't believe all the old road signs that look just like that.
Yeah, there.
And it makes no sense to me that in 1905, they were putting up road signs.
Yes.
Yeah.
because that's when they began
Yeah.
to do roads. And they had to do that. And the roads were just about like this in 1905.
Yeah. No, it
That could have been a road. See, that B&B mine, that could have been the road, because a lot of people work there. That's a big mercury mine.
oh. It's not functional now.
No, it's
Mercury is illegal.
You can watch that movie Hombre with Paul Newman, and I can't remember who all was in the movie, but anyway, that's those beautiful aspens, fall cutters. We'll see some more of those signs.
Boy, I just love that color over there.
So pretty.
Have you been up here?
No.
Okay.
No, that's my
You were
first
probably
time.
over to the other little pond.
Yeah, I've got a feeling I'm going to experience something.
You're going to
totally new.
experience something real cool up here pretty quick.
And I'm hoping that there's going to be campsites around it so that I can camp there.
You camp right here. There's campsites right there, and then on up above, there's campsites.
These are all roses. They're
Oh, the
they're
big rose hips up
right
here.
in here. It looks like they're all turned, or there is some little rose hip.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the animals eat them. They're freezing, Marilyn. They're getting small.
Yeah, well,
They're
it's
freeze dried right now.
Yeah, I was going to say they're probably drying up.
Okay, get ready for quite an experience.
See, you can see the little rose.
Look at those rose hips. Just about 1,000.
They are drying up. I saw them back there, kind of.
Yeah, they're freeze dried.
No, this is the pond I came to.
This is the one. That thing is so full of fish, you couldn't put another one in it hardly. Let her out so she can see these fish. I hope you can see the fish in the pond. It's just working alive with them. Come here and look at these fish, Marilyn. Marilyn, come here and look at these fish. Look down in that water. Look down in the water. Look out there in the water.
Oh my gosh. I can see them. Big ones.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, honey. I sure see them. Should we get our little lunch out?
No, it's there.
Huh?
It's in there someplace.
I said,
No,
should we?
no, not yet.
Okay.
Deer droppings.
Saw that.
Right there. They've just been here.
Yeah.
Deer tracks all over. I'll take you on up to the trailhead after you do this.
Okay. That it over there?
No?
No? How big is it?
Look right.
Oh my God. Wow.
Like I said, I think this one is I think it's a map.
Oh,
I think it's prayers. I think it's a lot of stuff. This one here is the one that nobody knew where it was but me.
oh, beautiful.
See the upside down duck? See the upside down duck?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nobody would ever find this just wandering around up here, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They've shot it a few times, as you can see. They
Yeah,
blew a
looks
piece out of
like
the
it.
top of it up there,
Yeah.
which I tried to get them to sign them at least. They could have a sign right here, you know. This is an ancient petroglyph. It cannot be replaced. Do not touch it. Enjoy it, look at it, and leave it alone.
I don't get people. Just don't.
Do you see this? Do you see the deep pits? They mean something.
Well, you know what? It took a lot of time to do it. I would assume
See that?
everything there means...
There's like a horseshoe track there.
I would assume everything there means
Absolutely.
something. There would be no reason to take your time to do it.
It comes all the way around to this side also.
Does it?
Oh yeah. See, the top has been shot off of it.
Yeah.
That's what I just hate to see them shoot these things. And this here has been busted off.
Oh, man.
I've got a picture. Well, you saw the picture of me standing by this close to 30 years ago.
Yeah. But like I said, those pictures were, and I don't know whether it's because my newspaper is very old, but those pictures were almost not able to be deciphered.
Well, they were good when they printed it. It was good.
Was it good?
Yeah. Hmm.
Good.
There's one in the cabin. I didn't show you that one.
Yours?
The front page one is in the cabin,
Oh, okay.
and they're at my house, at my cabin.
Because that's what I've got. I've got the whole newspaper.
Well, you'll look at it and you'll see a pretty good copy of it. You'll see this rock. It has this rock in the cabin, and I'm standing right over there to that side with my long braids.
Wow.
I'm sure you could probably find this again now. Maybe.
Well, I'm going to plug it into my GPS.
Okay, that's the thing. See, you guys all have this GPS. All I got is in my head.
Yeah,
It's just in my head.
when I was living at the trailer park in Derby Acres, there were a couple of guys there that I was real good friends with. And there's actually, when I left, they actually did a poster and gave me a poster. It's hanging on the door of one of my radio room. And it's called Gadget Girl.
Hmm.
It's totally apropos because I like gadgets.
Look that way.
Huh?
Look straight there. Do you see those caves?
The little ones?
The little caves were caches. If you
Now,
look,
they are as small as they look, aren't they?
they're bigger there. But it doesn't take much of a cave to put a cache in.
So it truly is a cache. It
Yes.
was not a cave.
Oh
that
no, they
were
did
able
not
to
live
get
in it.
into.
That's just a hiding place. That's just a safety deposit box. And up here on this hill were more. And I think it tells you where all of those were. How to get them.
Now, how did you find this rock?
How did I find it?
Yeah.
I don't remember when I first saw it, but I probably rode a horse by it.
Oh, okay.
And to be honest with you, back 60 years ago when I was here,
Yeah.
you could see that rock from the road.
that much.
This has all grown up since then. And I rode down here and I saw that rock. And I've shown a lot of people that rock because it's special.
It is special.
And up on those hills up there, there are more caves. And it tells you where the caches are, I believe. We don't know all about these writings at all. Know very little bit about them. Very few people have actually deciphered many things about them.
Well, and that's, I mean, I don't know how you really could decipher them.
Well, they go from rock.
It's kind of a shame that
Yeah.
we can't.
They have taken different ones. They have seen the same markings, and they have gone and located some of the maps, or they were maps, 2 places. And some of them are maps, some of them are prayers, and some of them are boundary markers for tribes and families. Now, maybe that duck upside down, maybe that is a man that died here. That name was Duck in Shoshone or Paleo. I don't know. Or that could have been the name of this family, of this tribe. I don't know.
Well, that is a spectacular rock.
Well, I've never seen anything like it.
No, it's beautiful.
I hope I have not disappointed you
Oh, God, no.
on this little outing.
No. I told my sister about it yesterday. I almost invited her, and I thought, well, that might not be kosher.
Does she live in Goldfield or?
She does.
Oh,
Actually, it's kind of a weird story. Now,
there is Marilyn's special elderberry bush, where she made her elderberry jelly from it. And this is the fall colors on the willows and the aspens and the birch trees. I'm liable to see deer out in here to the right.
Didn't we see? We saw some over in here.
Yeah.
Not far ago. Back down.
when I was over in Grove Lake, that's just above Kingston, I was there about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. The place is just infested with deer.
Where is Kingston?
It's over off of 373, I want to say. Go down 6 towards Ely,
Okay.
and I think it's 373 or 376.
Okay.
And it's about 80 miles up.
I've ridden all these hills up here on top of those mountains. Back then you could see all the way to Utah.
Well, Jim, you know, we have our deer license, don't we, Jim?
We've got our hunting license.
Hunting license.
I'll go down there and ask Al if I can be the tribal hunter again. We'll get a little chunk of deer. I'll give them most of it. There's a creek right there all along. Well, the willows and the aspens are the willows and the birch trees. I remember my dad coming riding off the top of that mountain straight down that one time. Straight down that mountain. He didn't have any horseshoes left on that horse when he got down to the bottom. Those cattle were all the way up here.
Yeah, I was thinking that was cow pie.
Yeah. They're kind of good for the land because they break up through the brush and they get in there.
Well, they spread growth, don't they?
Yeah. Well, the only bad thing about it now is they spread giardia too.
Oh.
That's not good.
No.
This is where I lived, right here.
Really?
This was it. Right there. That was my camp right there for 4 years. I had a big army tent out there. We had horse krail over here. We put up T-posts in there and put ropes around it. Put the horses there against that, and they had plenty of food here, and they ate. One time they got out there and got in there though, and they were full of ticks.
Oh, yeah.
We had to throw those horses down, take the ticks off of them. This is a wild place. Yeah, he rode off the top of that mountain, just coming down. I watched him for an hour and a half coming off that mountain.
Why did he do it?
He was in a hurry to get back, and he just went down that mountain.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had a fish hook stuck in my finger over there, a treble. And I was trying to dig it out. When he got here, I finally, he got side cutters out, and I had to cut the two of the hooks off and then pull the other one all the way through and cut it off. I was trying to cut it out, but I couldn't do it. I'm going to take her there. I'm going to take you to the trailhead. This was where we hunted wild horses from here on.
How far is the trailhead?
Oh, just 50 yards or less. 25 yards, 20 yards. I'm looking at it. Now, you got a lot of wild roses over here, but this is wild currants here. These are currants.
Are they edible?
Oh yeah. I got some down there in my yard.
Really?
I drug them down there. See, there's one that's got a leaf on it still that's almost green.
Yeah.
See, those are currants. They were here back then, and the animals come down. The bears eat them. The foxes, the wolves. Long time ago. Well, 58 is when this happened. I remember that well. Jerry Bundy came up here with me. He was on foot, and we were driving horses through traps. And he got up here in this big basin up here. It was on up, and that's where the horses all gathered down in there. And there was a big Hereford cow up there, and a red calf, and then there was a black one with her. Well, I was up on top of that mountain up there, and I had chased the horses up through the foot traps, and I was on top of the mountain. And Jerry was down here picking up any stragglers on foot. And I looked down and I saw that big cow and the red calf and the black one. And I was riding the horse over the mountain on up toward Boundary Peak. I got up there and Jerry was there. He was there. He was from here to there.
Wow.
In like 5 or 10 minutes.
Wow.
And he was huffing and puffing. He was just scared to death. And I said, Jerry, how did you get here? You were just down there. He said, did you see that wolf? I said, what wolf? He said, did you see that the red cow and the red calf? And I said, yeah. He said, the black one was a wolf.
Oh my
He said he was after them and after me. So he ran up there. And I had a .38 pistol with one bullet in it, of course.
Oh God.
My dad only gave me one bullet. This is where a little outhouse was here, out here. And an old log, one of those old trees. And from here on was where we went on after the horses. I haven't been up in here for many, many years, back way up there. We're about 9,500 here, I think.
I can tell you.
But I've been up on that mountain when that wind blows, when you're on those ridges up there.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, on a clear day like this, you can see the Utah. It's just unbelievable, the mountain ranges you just see over and over and over and over. That's probably foolishness from an old man like me. But I remember that like it was yesterday. This imprinted my life like nothing else. Well, there's an unusual track. Probably a wolf. Or a coyote. It was been a big coyote. That mountain way up there is where Dale rode off on it. Yes.
We're at 8,845 feet.
8845. Okay.
845.
That's modern technology for you.
Amazing.
Look at those beautiful colors. Well, they told me the trailhead was at 9,500, but evidently they were wrong. Pretty. Those things are like vitamin C pills. Well, I hope you had a good time today.
I did.
Look at that valley down there, Marilyn.
Yes, I was looking at it. The blue, the further it is, the on the mountains, the lighter it is.
Now, almost in every cave up here, there were things in it when I was young. Of course, I could ride a horse up there and climb up there and look in those things, you know. I never bothered anything. But see, the Indian tea is growing up here. See that? See how green it is?
Yeah. Right there, that kind of a yellow green.
Well, we didn't see any deer, but I guarantee you they're just over the ridges there and in among those trees, because they're here. There's lots of them.
They're probably laying all over the place. So
Yeah.
you just can't see them.
Well, full moon nights are out eating at nighttime. We could scare them up. They're probably down here in this brush along the creek. They'll lay down there where it's cool and then eat all night long. And I'll tell you something, that sagebrush is full of calories and good food. See that cave back up in there?
I can't see it too
Yeah,
well.
it's back up in there. Now, almost in every one of those caves at one time, there were baskets and stuff. But they've pilfered them all. I had to get some pictures of this color. Look at all the animal tracks. It froze hard.
You can tell it had.
I want to take you up this other road one of these days in Maryland, up to Queen Saddle.
Oh,
There's sage hens back in there,
oh, I'd like to see
them
that.
drumming. That's a good place. They'll scare you, they're so loud though. And I think that's the road right there that goes up there.
This one here.
Yeah, that one right there. I see they had 14 vehicles come down that the other day. 1 and 14. It's only about a mile or so from the pond. I'm surprised we didn't see any horses on the way up here.
I noticed that. We saw at least 9, didn't we?
Yeah, 10.
10?
Yeah, we used to come up here in an old, about a 40 Dodge pickup, an old Kern Land Company truck. It was orange, had a 6-cylinder with a granny low 4-speed in it, and we pulled a 2-horse trailer all the way up here, all the way back to that camp spot.
Well, granny gear and a truck will get you almost anywhere you want to
Yeah,
go.
if you got traction.
Yeah.
We drove that thing up backwards, up there on Queen Saddle,
Uh-huh.
right on top of Queen Saddle. We couldn't go forwards, so we went up backwards and went up that mountain. We had to put rocks in it for traction. Then we burned all the valves in it, or some of them. I think we burned about 3 valves that time. We had to go down to Bishop and leave it down there in the Bishop garage. Back then, you didn't pull the head off. You had to pull the head off to grind the valves, but the valves were in the block. They were flatheads.
Oh,
So you had to use a valve grinding machine that fit on top and grind the valve. Sometimes you had to bore the seats out, put new seats in them. I used to come up here in my Jeep pickup. I had to stop when they got up about 10,000 feet and change the jets in the carburetor. I had 52 jets that I ran down lower altitudes, and I had to put 47s in it up high. Those aspens are sure pretty, aren't they?
They're beautiful.
See that pretty pond down here in a minute. Are you hungry, girl?
Getting that way.
You're always hungry or sleepy. Look at those wild roses.
They're thick in here.
Yeah.
Really thick.
We were looking back there at that pine tree. We'll look at that thing when we get home down there. I'll show you that picture. It's pretty good. That pine tree was little.
The one against the rock?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that pine tree split part of that rock off. I bet those things are hungry, Marilyn. They might be hungrier than you are.
Oh, I see them around.
Sure, a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. There's hundreds of them.
Now, we have a little sandwich for each of us. So let's take a break. Oh my gosh.
Look at those fish, Marilyn. Pretty, pretty, pretty country.